welcome back to more Kerbal Space Program, and today we have the Lunar Explorer Mark 1. Yes, we are not going to be sending a Kerbal to the moon. First we are going to be sending a autonomous vehicle, but I will explain how this works. Right off the bat, we have these two solid rocket boosters set at 50-ish%. See if I can get exactly 50. Not a chance. Alright, set at about 50%, and these will get us hopefully to about 6,000 meters with the aid of these running at very low thrust just to provide steering. Then we will drop these off once these run out at hopefully about 6,000 meters. These will continue to lift us to around 20,000 meters, and then we will drop... No, at about 20,000 meters we will fire these and this middle engine, and a few seconds later we'll drop these. And then once we drop those, we will use this to push us close, if not completely into orbit. And then this one right here, this next stage, will finish our orbit and will be our lunar transfer stage, hopefully launching us to the moon as efficiently as possible, and landing us at the moon. When we're at the moon, we then have this small little guy to bring us back. This is our return stage. Not much there, but not much needed. So there we have it. That is our vehicle to travel to the moon. So let's get cracking. Here we are on the launch pad, ready to blast off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. There we go. Hopefully nice and stable. Burn through that fuel good and slow. I'm not sure. I want to be very fuel efficient here. I don't want to stay under 200 meters per second for the first 10,000 meters. I am hoping, well, he's definitely not going to get us to 6,000 meters, but I'm hoping that, put a little bit of fuel in there. My hope is that I'm able to be as fuel efficient as possible, because I'm not entirely sure on the total amount of delta V I have here. We're lucky if these solid rocket boosters get us to 5, which they won't. There we go. 970, 1, 2. There, just keep it creeping up. Yeah, these are, off quarter gone. Hopefully I'll be able to achieve orbit with these. Man, I hope so. Alright, so approaching close enough. We don't need to worry about our... Oh, we're right on the money for as far as 200 meters per second in 10 seconds. Alright, let's keep on. Knock it up a little bit more. It's just because of the amount of air, see the air density here. Once you get out that thickest part of the atmosphere, your rocket becomes more and more efficient. So you don't want to waste all that raw power in the lower part of the atmosphere when you could be using it more efficiently somewhere else. Alright, next stage, get a little bit more oomph. Start our gravity turn now that we've reached 20. Boost up the oomph a little bit more. Man, those things just disappeared. I should probably put a Sepatron on those. Don't want to lose our momentum. I wasn't paying too close of attention, but we are achieving more than 1G here, and this engine is fairly efficient as an upper stage engine. This should get us pretty close to orbit. If it doesn't, what are we doing here? Above 50? Apoap's 43. We're getting there. Again, this is a pretty efficient engine. That's why I picked it. Oh, beautiful. You get to see this lovely sunrise over Kerbin here. oxidizer, okay. How we doing on our 52? Brilliant. And we are accelerating at a rate of about 1.2 G, which we're overcoming gravity. That's all I really care about. Alright, let's get a little bit past 45. Now that we're mostly out of the atmosphere, don't need to worry about too much about, just need to worry about putting enough force downwards that we're still, our apoapse is still rising. And it seems that it's rising at a couple hundred meters per second. Goodbye there, Kerbal Space Center. And right there's the sunrise over Kerbin. Okay, we're about to run out of fuel on the stage, and we've achieved a little bit over 1,000 meters per second on it. And didn't want to eat into our transfer stage that much. Okay, this is at 73. That's fine. We fired the engine just long enough to get away from our debris, which is floating away over there. So what we want to do here is, the music will start playing in a second. We want to circularize. So this is at good enough. And fire that engine. So we want to get up. Just go here is the idea. How long until apoapse? 20 some odd seconds. Give that max. We'll try and pull our apoapse up just a smidge by hitting it a little bit above the horizon, or above our velocity vector, excuse me. Getting plenty of those solar panels. We're still getting electric charge for our little reaction control wheel down here. And we are 7 seconds out. We should not do some clean change. Let's add that up a little bit more. This might take 7 seconds. I will control it from here, despite how pretty the view is. Okay, this looks about right. Drop it a smidge. 8. We're stuck at 8. That's fine. Hopefully we won't burn through too much of our transfer landing stage. Come on. Here we go. Okay. Can be efficient about this now, hopefully. So the moon is our target. I'll focus back on Kerbin and back on our spacecraft, if we could, please. Periaps 32. Okay. We need to fire. Okay, we made this to 89. Add a maneuver. Hopefully we can do this in one go. I'm hoping I get close here. Dang it. This is being frustrating. Kerbin as our focus. Set as target. And we should have our node in about 5 minutes. So we have about 5 minutes to get, or a little bit less than 5 minutes to get this right. Okay, so we need to shoot this node around this way a little bit. Okay, we have an encounter with the moon. Let's try and make it a little bit more efficient. Did I fly past that already? No. Let's just add another one then. We'll do this until we get it. Okay. Shift this around. Trying to get a nice close using, okay, periaps. Let's drop the amount of delta V requirement. See if we can get, okay, there's 800. That's looking pretty good. Definitely have that in the tank. Okay. See if we can just add a little bit more, just a touch. Dang it, I gotta keep doing that. Okay. Let's change our departure time. There. 860 looks about the best we're gonna be able to do. It's fine. I think we have that in the tank. Let's hope I do. If not, this might just be an orbital mission, not a lander mission. Just determined by how much change of velocity we have left. And we want to be able to go around the moon this way. So this is our orbit we want when we arrive. So it looks like we're set up right for that. Node in T-minus 6 minutes. Let's get that down. Oh, let's first quick save. We don't want to mess anything up here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get it now down to there. Oh, that's a little too far, but we'll just go with it. Okay, we should have 800 some odd meters per second in the tank. About that, at least I hope. I don't want this to be a flyby of the moon, even though we would be able to collect plenty of science from that. Come on, really getting down there. Tank's feeling pretty empty. Should probably try to save a little bit more Delta V by having us inserted with a full tank. We would probably be fine. So I'll probably do some tweaks with the science we're going to get from here, and use that new science. Getting dang close here. It's going to be a real close flyby. There's the moon. Wow, that's like right on. Okay, X out of that. We're going to make sure we're jettisoning the right thing. Jettison that. There's our little engine for this little transfer. That provides about 5 kilonewtons of thrust, and it has about 45 units of fuel. We need to now continue that transfer, but we're going to need to add another one. Could just go for it. Let's just add one right here to see what we can do. We need to get to the moon. A very close encounter with said moon. Can adjust some more of this in space. That looks pretty good. Okay. So we're going to activate engine. So it's going to take about 40 meters per second, which is more than easy for this engine to provide. Just sipping fuel here. Get high lunar science and low lunar science and observed material space. So, a little too much. What'd that get? A collision with the moon. That's not quite what I wanted. It's okay though, we can adjust our trajectory about here in a minute or so. Best to adjust these trajectories. See, this would send me around the other way. We want a periapse to the moon as close as we can without having to do much. Periapse 39. 68. Let's see if we can get that down to about 12. A little too close with that 3,000. 8,000. We want 11 or 12. 17. A little bit closer, please. 10. That should be right. 10 what? 10.2. Let's add a little bit more. 11.9. That looks right on the money. Alright. So that's a delta V change of 3.1. And that'll take a second. So we're going to... First we're going to quick save. Now we're going to get right down on the money. 3, 2, 1. That looks very close. What did that get us? Periaps of 10. And we should be able to survive from this, provided we don't impact the moon. Okay, so we're gonna quick save. And we're going to zip out there. So here's our trajectory. We have some debris following us, but that's just going to create, that's not going to quite get there. So let's zip out there a little bit quicker. There's the incoming moon. Okay, so we're going to we're really slowing down now because we're at the top of our orbit. So there's the moon. Let's, we shouldn't actually need to do we just need to get into lunar proximity here. So once we're in the moon's sphere of influence, right here. So there we go. Just in a second. This orbit thing should probably change here. Once we change spheres of influence, change gravity wells. About to 1 minute. 3, 2, 1. And changing in any second now. There we go. We should be in the moon's... Yep, alright. So we're going to be flung this way. We have a periaps of 10, which is awesome. We could go into lunar orbit. And we do have enough delta V, I believe, to do that. I don't think we have enough to land, but we do have enough to observe this mystery goo. Should be space high over the moon. Keep that data. Gonna quick save. Then we're going to get low over the moon here. So we're going to see the moon approach. Gonna approach on the dark side. So right now we're still quite a ways out. We need to get down to about 10. I'm sorry for doing this on the dark side, but that's how it's going to work. So quick save. Get down. Okay, we're at 16. That's definitely close enough for low lunar space near the moon. Yes, keep that data. That's 30 science recovered. And observe this materials bay while we're at this low space near the moon. That's 75 science. That's a great amount of science. Alright, let's now plan our capture back into Kerbin's warm embrace here. Sorry, I should have done a cinematic. Here we are, flying back off into space. I did on this include an antenna in case we run out of fuel. So let's get back here. We should have plenty of... There we go. Delta V to drop ourselves back down there, but we are autonomous here. So we can zip way back out here. And once we get back up here, we'll do this most efficiently. Even though we should have plenty of Delta V. Oh, we can do another close lunar flyby. Let's see what we can do with that. Let's see if we can get that even closer. Periaps 8. Periaps. 5. 1. We'll really come screaming in if we would do it this way, but it's only 100 meters per second, so that is something we will do. We'll quick save first. And see ourselves fly by the moon. Do another flyby. Get this down close to the right time. Okay. And in 2, 1, fire the engine. Now need to go through 100 meters per second, and that we should have that in the tank, so that shouldn't be too much. Yes, this is going to be easily done. So this is what they would do in real space missions. They would arrange close flybys with a fairly low amount of delta V requirements, low energy transfers and whatnot. 6, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27. Getting there. Look at all this fuel. Very well could have landed on the moon with this. I didn't want to risk it though. So we said, what did we get? We got an encounter at that much. Let's see if we can fine tune. Perhaps 102. Oh, we're getting there. So there's a little bit more velocity. 51. We're gonna get real close. 41. 36. Come on. 32. 19. That looks pretty good. Let's do that. Alright. So, we have 13 meters per second change in 1 hour, 7 minutes. Let's bump that down to 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do that. Perform this burn. 7 meters per second more, 5 meters per second more, 3 more, 2 more, 1 more. X. Here we go. What do we get? We got 18. That's right on the money. Alright. Let's perform a close lunar flyby. So here we go. About to speed past the moon in a bazillion meters per second. Not really, only about 600, but get a nice cinematic of us scraping the surface. Here we go. Let's get a little bit more positioned like so. And just reach out and touch the surface. There we go. Skimming over the surface at 13,000 meters at over 900 meters per second. Alright, what will that do to our orbit? Shoot us out here. Okay. Let's do one last thing, because we're at Ep4. Let's put it so that we are not coming in at such a steep angle. When the astronauts came back from the moon, they actually skipped off the atmosphere a couple times, did a couple air brakes. And, well, I don't plan to do a couple air brakes, I just plan to not completely demolish the spacecraft by coming in at over, like, 4,000 meters per second. Perhaps, well, let's see if we can get that to about 20. Yeah, it's about right. Let's drop that just a smidge. Don't want to drop too deep into the atmosphere. I want to get into the mid layer. So let's bring use that massive amount of delta V we still have, because we could have totally landed but didn't. And bring that up to just at least get a periaps. See, what are we at? 34. That's fine. That is absolutely fine. So let's quick save and time accelerate toward Kerbal. 1,000 times... Heck, 10,000 times regular speed. Alright. Let's drop that down to 100 as we come screaming in above Kerbal. And come in right on the retrograde. So we're in the upper atmosphere now. We need to jettison our transfer stage there and get into a re-entry position where the heat shield can absorb the shock heated air. It's at several thousand degrees, and let's hopefully not, because we're coming in at hopefully I don't skip out, even though I'm going to come back into this atmosphere. We just want this to drop as much as it can. It's okay, it's at 5 million. Hopefully these... Yes, alright. Nothing's overheating so far, that's a good sign. Getting down there. There's actually no reason for us to get rid of our heat shield. We have more than enough parachute stopping ability. See, we're just... Okay, we will definitely land this pass, which is good. How are we doing on resources? Electric charge, full up. Awesome. So we're still coming in at over 2,600 meters per second. That's pretty quick. And we're not bleeding off that speed that fast. But our apoapse is still dropping and under 70, so we will land hopefully in the ocean, because there's definitely a lot of it. We can time warp through this because we are slowing down. Get some spin in there for stabilization. Okay, now we're coming down still quite fast. At 5,000 meters, I will open parachutes regardless. Let's get down to that magic number. Okay, 5,000 meters. This has been beautiful here. We're gonna get so much science. It's gonna be lovely. Okay, down. There's our drug chutes. Let's get those down. Those open at 500. Now we can time accelerate down into the water. But we are going quite slow. Only 4.3 meters per second. So this is going to take a little bit, even though I can see my shadow. Glad we have time acceleration. Alright. Almost there. We could slow down even more if we decided to drop the heat shield, but no need. Alright. Beautiful. Now let's recover this vessel. And we get 147 science, up to 171 science total. Gain over 5,000 funds. Alright, sweet. We will spend this in the next episode.